everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda. So in today's tutorial I'm going to make a thalposh. As we know, in India we have so many festivals coming now. We have Ganesh Chaturthi, Janmashtami, Diwali, so many festivals coming, and they have a lot of puja, aarti. So they usually, most of the time, they use a thalposh. So I thought I'll make a video for you so you can make your own thalposh for your festival season, for Diwali, anything. And so this, I made this with wool, and I'll even suggest you to only use wool because it looks better when you use wool, because it's thick and it gives a better look other than the thread. So for this, what I used is I used cream and a pink color wool. You'll need a pair of scissors. You need your, I used a 3.5 millimeter hook. If your wool is thick, you can go with a bigger hook size. I used a tapestry needle to hide all the ends and to add the bead. So this is what we're going to make. You can use different colors even, and however you want your color to mix, you can just add however you want it. It's very easy. And please follow my video till the end. Watch the video till the end. Do not skip any part, because you'll be learning these new front post double crochet stitches. And I hope this video is helpful. If you are new and not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. So to begin with, I'm going to make a magic circle, or you can chain 10 and slip stitch into the first chain to form a ring. So I'm using a magic circle or a magic ring. Once I've made this magic ring, I'm going to chain 3. So that's already chain 1, 2, 3. This counts as the first double crochet, and now I'm going to do 20 double crochets in this ring, because the chain 3 already counts as a first double crochet. So we'll go ahead and make 20 double crochet in the ring. So we're going to yarn over, go in, yarn on, pull, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over 1, pull through 2. So that's our double crochet. So go ahead and make 20 double crochets and slip stitch into the chain 3, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so just a correction, we have to have 21 double crochet plus the 3 chains. So make sure you have 21 double crochets, counting separate the 3 chains. Okay, so I have gone ahead and made 21 double crochets, and I have slip stitched into my chain 3. So now what we're going to do, now we're going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. When you chain 6, skip the first double crochet, and 1 double crochet in the next double crochet. So we're going to skip this first one, and we are going to make a double crochet in the next stitch. After this, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 1 stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we're going to do this. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make a double crochet in the, skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch we're going to make a double crochet. So continue doing this, chain 3, skip 1 stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm in my last stitch and I have 1 double crochet left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the third, 1, 2, 3, in the third chain. Okay, we're just going to make a slip stitch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch in the first 3 chain space. So this is our 3 chain space here. So we're just going to make a slip stitch. And once you make a slip stitch, we're going to 3 chain 2 double crochet, 1 chain, 3 double crochets in this chain space. So what we're going to do is, now we're going to make 1 2 3 3 chains, 2 double crochets in this same chain 3 space, 2 double crochets, 1 chain, and now 3 double crochets, because that this first 3 chain counts as a double crochet. That's why we made only 2 double crochets. We chain 1 and then we make 3 double crochets. Now after this we skip this double crochet, okay, and we make a shell in the next 3 chain space. So we have to make the same thing. We have to do again 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and you do the same in each space. 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet in all, in each and every space around. So 1 2 3 3 double crochets, then we chain 1, and again we make 3 double crochets in the same 3 chain space. So I have completed my shell and I have a total of 11 shells. So now in the 4th row what we're going to do is a nice slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. So now I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and I'm going to make a shell the same pattern in the chain 1 space of this shell. So in this chain 1 space I'm going to make one more shell. So I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to go in this, and I'm going to make 1 2 3 double crochets, and I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to make 3 double crochets in the same chain 1 space. So we are going to make a shell in the chain 1 space. Now after this shell we are going to make 1 double crochet in the space between these two shells. So the space between this 3 double crochet or this shell and the starting, the space here, we are going to just make 1 double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this same. I'm going to make a shell in the chain 1 space and we'll make a double crochet between both these shells. So continue doing this and I'll meet you at the end. I hope it's easy, the pattern is easy and you understood. You just need to know your basic double crochet stitches and that's it. It's very easy how to make a shell, how to go to the next, what to do next. So you just need to follow how to make these stitches. So we made a shell in this chain 1 space and we'll make a double crochet between these two shells. So go ahead and do this and I'll meet you at the end. So I have completed my round and I made my last shell in the chain 1 space and I made a slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So this was our 4th round, 1 2 3 4th. Now for our 5th round we're going to again chain 3, 1 2, chain 3, and we're going to make a shell in this chain 1 space as we did in the previous round. So I'm going to make a shell, 1 2 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same chain 1 space of the previous round. After we make this, we are going to do 1 double crochet in this previous 1 double crochet. So we're going to go in this previous stitch double crochet and we're going to make one more double crochet. So continue doing the same till the end. You're going to make a shell in this stitch here in the chain 1 space, 1 double crochet in the previous double crochet stitch. Continue doing this and I'll meet you at the end. So I have completed my 5th round and you should have a total of 11 shells. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and double crochet should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. So now we'll continue to our 6th round. So what, and I've slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. Now for the 6th round we're going to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and we're going to make 1 double crochet in the base of this chain 4, and this is a V stitch. So this makes a V stitch. Now we'll continue doing the same. I'm going to make 1 shell in this chain 1 space. So we're going to make 3 double crochet. So that's a first, second, third. We're going to chain 1 and we'll make 3 double crochets in the same space. So this is a shell. So once you are done with the shell, we're going to make a V stitch in this next double crochet stitch. So I'm going to go into the double crochet stitch. We're going to make 1 double crochet, chain 1 and make a double crochet in the same stitch. So this is a V stitch. So we've made a V here, we made our shell and we made a V in our next double crochet. So we're going to make a shell in the next chain 1 space, a V in the single double crochet stitch. Continue doing the same around and I'll meet you at the end. So I finished my round. Now we'll come to the 7th round. So in 7th round what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. So 1 2 3, we're going to chain 3 and in this same chain 1 space we'll make a shell. So we're going to go and I'm going to make 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 2 and make 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. So in the chain 1 space we'll have 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet, and now in the next shell chain 1 space we're going to make a shell, 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. So in the chain 1 space in the V stitch we're going to make 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and in the shell in the chain 1 space we're going to make the same shell, that is 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. So continue doing till the end. You should have a total of 22 shells and then you fasten off because we'll be adding a new color. If you want to continue with the same you can, but I'll be adding a new color, so I'll meet you at the end. So I have completed my 7th round and I have 22 shells and I have fastened off. This is where I finished. So I fastened off, I have weaved in all my ends, and then in any chain, in any shell space you add your new yarn. So what I do, new color, so what I do is I just tie it over here. So now over here what we're going to do is I'm going to chain 3. So 1 2 3, and in this chain 1 space I'm going to make a shell. So again I'm going to make 2 double crochets, so I'm going to do 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. So that's a shell. Okay, Now I'm going to make one double crochet. Oh god. Okay, sorry, I forgot to put my mic. So what I have done, I have fastened off in this previous one, and I have fastened off and I have hidden my ends, and then in any chain one space in the shell, between the shell, any space between the shell, you add your new yarn. I just make a knot and I tie it up, and then as I go along I keep hiding it behind, and I made a shell. Now we'll make a double crochet between both these shells. So go ahead and make a double crochet between both these shells. Then in the next shell, in the next chain one space, we'll make a shell. So 1, 2, and this is the third double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1 and make another 3 double crochets in this same space. So this is our shell. We have to continue doing the same throughout. We make shell, then 1 double crochet between these 2 shells, then a shell in the chain 1 space, then a double crochet in between both these shells. So go ahead and do this, and I'll meet you at the end. So we've completed our 8th round, and now we are in the 9th round. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch in that chain 3, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to slip stitch in the first 2 double crochets. So we're going to go in this next double crochet here and make a slip stitch. Then we'll go in this next double crochet here and make a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 double crochet in this same stitch. So I'm going to make 1 double crochet over here. Now we're going to make a V stitch in this shell, chain 1 space. So we're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in this chain 1 space. Now after this V stitch, we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now we are going to skip this double crochet and we're going to do a front post double crochet. So this is something new, so please see what we have to do. You have to yarn over, and this single double crochet here, you have to go behind that, okay, and you make a double crochet like that. So that's a front post double crochet. So again we have to do the same thing we have to repeat. So we done front post double crochet. Now we're going to skip this first double crochet and we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then we are going to make a V stitch, now we're going to make a V stitch in our chain 1 space. So I'm going to go in there, I'm going to make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and I'm going to make a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Make a double crochet. We are going to skip this double crochet and we'll make a front post double crochet. So you have to yarn over, go behind that single double crochet, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you have to skip this first double crochet, then 1 double crochet in each of these 2 stitches, then make a V, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, skip this stitch and make a front post double crochet over here. So repeat the same and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm done with my 9th row. So the 10th and the 11th row is the same that you have to do. So I'll show it to you once more. So now this is our 10th row. So we're going to chain 1 and slip stitch in the first double crochet, that is a chain 3, because we counted as a 3 double crochet, we counted as a double crochet. So we're going to slip stitch in that same stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch in the next stitch, Okay, over here we're going to do a 3 chain 3, and I'm going to double crochet in the next double crochet. Now in this chain 1 space here in the previous shell, we're going to make a V stitch. So double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet. After this, I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 double crochet. This is a second double crochet, and we're going to skip this double crochet and we're going to make a front post double crochet over here. So we make a front post double crochet. When you make this front post double crochet, you find like a nice edgy pattern over here. So go ahead and do this same, repeat the same, skip the first double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, then you make a V in the chain 1 gap, 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, skip this double crochet and 1 front post double crochet. So for this 10th round you do the same, and the 11th round as well you do the same, and then I'll meet you. And once you finish the 11th round, just fasten off because we'll be changing the color again. So it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10th, and one more row, that will be our 11th row. So go ahead and finish your 11th row, fasten off, and I'll meet you for the next 2 rows. So I have completed my 11th round and I have fastened off, and now you will change the color and we are going to make the 12th round. So what I have done is I've just attached my yarn by just tying it to this double crochet, the shell that we made, the first double crochet. So I attached my yarn over here, so I'm going to go through that stitch there and I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to make 1 single crochet in this same stitch. Okay, now I'm going to make 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches as well, and I'm holding this extra yarn along with my work so it gets hidden and I don't have to weave in the ends later on. So now in this 1 chain space, I'm going to make 1 single crochet, chain 2, and 1 single crochet in this same space. Okay, and now we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of these next 3 double crochets. So 1 2 and 3. So we made 3 single crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. Now we're going to do a front post double crochet around this double crochet. Yeah, so I'm going to yarn over, go through over the back of that loop of that stitch, yarn over, pull through and make your double crochet. After this, we are going to make 1 single crochet in the each of the next 3 stitches. So 1 2 and 3. Now you can just leave this and cut it off, and now we are going to make 1 single crochet, chain 2, and 1 single crochet in this chain 1 gap. So you're going to do this throughout. So you're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the previous round double crochet, then in chain 1 space you're going to 1 single crochet, chain 2 single crochet, then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, then 1 front post double crochet, then 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, then in the chain 1 space you're going to single crochet, chain 2 single crochet. So continue doing this and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I forgot to mention that this is our 12th round. After this is going to be a 13th round. So this is going to be the size of our thalposh. Okay, So what you can do is, if you want your thalposh to be bigger, these 4 rounds that we have done, you can keep increasing and keep making this same round, the same row again and again till you want a certain length. But this is the length that I have made, and there'll just be one more row coming. So this is the size. If you want your row to increase, as I told you, increase these rows. Okay, so continue doing this 12th row and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm in my last I'm in the 12th row, and my last stitch I'm going to do a front post double crochet around that double crochet there, and I'm going to do a slip stitch in this first single crochet. So we'll go ahead and do a slip stitch. Now we are on the last row, and that is the 13th row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to make a single crochet in this same chain 1 space. Okay, now after this we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the next 3 single crochet. So this is, so that's 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and then we are going to make 1 single crochet, 3 chain 1 single crochet in this chain 2 space. So I'm going to make 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet in this chain 2 space, all in this chain 2 space. Now we're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now after this we're going to make a slip stitch in the next single crochet, 1. So after we finish this 4 thing, we are going to make a slip stitch in the next stitch, that is the double crochet. I'm going to do a slip stitch here. Okay, and we are going to make 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in the chain 2 space we want to do 1 single crochet, chain 3 and 1 single crochet, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet in each of the 4 next stitches, slip stitch in the double crochet, and then carry on doing the same, continue doing the same, and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm done with my thalposh. So in the end I slip stitched in the double crochet, made my 4 single crochets, then I did a slip stitch in the double crochet, and I slip stitch in the first single crochet, and I fastened off. I weaved in all the ends at the back. I weaved in, hidden all the loose ends, and just to give it a little more festive look, I added a bead. So you can add a bead, or you can even, add it over here wherever you feel like you can decorate it. You can even add pom-poms at every alternate chain 3 space, but I like it like this. It's so simple and just so pretty. So you can see I added this bead with just a normal thread, and I tied it over here, and I just fastened off and cut it. So I hope you liked my video, and if you like my video and you found the tutorial very easy, so please let me know in my comment section about my video tutorial, and if there's anything else you would like me to make, do let me know. I will post a video about it, and I hope all of you are fine and taking care of yourselves. So till then, take care, God bless you, and see you, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, don't forget to mask up. Bye.